Howdy guys, Radio Magic here. I hope you are all having a fantastic morning, day, afternoon or evening, wherever you are and whatever you are up to. Today we're back with another MTG Arena Cube because Cube is back and why not give it a go? We can always play Zendikar and Kaladesh after. So pack one, pick one. What have we got? Some value in the mana basis with Seagate Restoration. I kind of want this pack to give us a bit of direction though. Got a Massacre Worm all. Could go 5 colour shenanigans with Golos, and Golos is a good card anyway. You could always just run 2 or 3 colour, and he's mana fixing in himself, and then his activated ability is pretty strong. Could take like a Massacre Worm. Massacre Worm's good. Selvala, Heart of the Wilds, like okay, really need to build around this. Kind of like starting with Golos. I mean, we could go 5 colour, but we could just play like just not decide our direction at the moment. There's going to be enough bombs in this set that we don't have to pick a direction at the moment. Massacre Worm's good. Massacre Worm's really good, but yeah, I'm going to go with Golos. I think at the beginning it's really difficult to tell, and like I don't want to go into a colour at the moment. Leave our options open. Could go Vizier. Vizier's a really good value play. If we're splashing multiple colours, Vizier works really well. Got Hydroid Krasis. Hydroid Krasis works with like the ramp plan that Golos would be trying to do. So would Vizier though. Depends which one we'd want more. Vizier's like card advantage, good blocker, mana fixing for creatures, doesn't fix Golos. And we're going to be looking at picking up as many triomes as possible if we're playing Golos. Which one do we want more? I think this is tough. I think these are the 2 cards we're looking at. The argument is as well, can you go far wrong on your second pick? Maybe because we haven't decided on a colour, we'll just stick in green and then we don't have to be in blue. So, for example, this sort of rationale could take Thassa. Thassa, I'd imagine, is quite good. Blinking shenanigans, there's a lot of good ETBs. Just blinking Golos is really strong. Angel of Sanctions, pretty good as well. Don't know if I want to be that heavy white, though. But pretty competent removal spell. Might just take a Thassa here. The great thing about these drafts is you can do so many different things. So every time you draft, it's going to be like vastly different. And I'm yet to play with sort of Blink. So if we go Blink, we're looking at good ETBs. Could even go with like a Spark Double. I mean, after Thassa, if this comes back round and like Blink it. We're sort of solidifying into Simic, maybe. We could always splash Thassa. Maybe we just want to take like a Temple. Temple or Irrigated Farmland. This could always cycle. Both of them are blue, which is our other colour we're going to be. I think we're going to play to open a Scarab God. So let's take the Temple. Could take Explorer as well, but let's just take Mana Fixing. Primal Might's also quite good. If we're in ramp, then we could play Overwhelming Splendor. Maybe. I mean, we're not even committed to these 2 colours at the moment. If we ever enchant an player with this, it's just over. Maybe we go ramp and try and make Overwhelming Splendor work. Double +1/+1 counters. Bastry's Lieutenant's like +1/+1 as well. Take more fixing. I'm yet to play with Overwhelming Splendor. Let's give it a shot. If we're going into white, then Skyclave Apparition is quite good. Inscription's also really good as well. Savage Stomp's okay. The Exquisite Blood Veto combo is a thing as well. Probably take Skyclave. Wish we took that Irrigated Farmland now. 2 really good cards with Idol of Endurance and Finale, but I think we're probably not going to be playing Idol since we're not going to have a lot of low CMC stuff, so just going to take a Finale here. Cloudblazer. Cloudblazer works really well with Thassa. Also, it kind of works well with Skyclave. We could always like splash blue. Risk the Redeemed is good as well, but we don't have any token synergy at the moment. I think I'm going to take a Cloudblazer. This is our original pack coming back round. Do we want some value in the mana basis? We might be like splashing blue at the moment. probably have to play white as our main colour, and we probably want to play green for the fixing. Could take an Icy Manipulator, could just take a removal spell. I think just the removal spell is actually better. Bit of fixing. Do we want a Lotus Field? It's 3 of the same colour, so it doesn't really work with Golos. Could take an Elvish Reclaimer. I mean, it's so meh. If we don't get any other fixing, then it might be good. Oh, Irrigated Farmland came back round. Might just take a Temple. It gives us the ability for Golos. I don't think we're going to be putting counters on stuff that much. Let's put all of our lands in the sideboard at the moment. So we want to prioritize... okay, flip. Are we playing blue? We're not playing blue as one of our main colours. We might. Well, I mean, we might do. Take a flip. It works well with Thassa. If ramp is the game, then Ulamog is what we should be going for. So we just need to get more consistent with what we're playing. Like, we could always cut the Skyclave, maybe. Could, like, splash white for, like, Overwhelming Splendor. Maybe don't play the Skyclave, but still play the Cloudblazer. And be on the ramp plan and play Ulamog. Golos is cast, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like Ulamog. I mean, we came here to do big things, didn't we? Let's take an Ulamog. So we're going to be looking for ramp bits predominantly. Take a Trostani as more of a finisher as well. So I think we're looking at Trostani, Jade Light Ranger. Jade Light Ranger might be good as just to hold us out to the late game, but so difficult to not pass these really powerful bombs. Trostani works really well with Thassa as well. We're going to take Trostani. It's in our colours as well. And we're probably going to splash white for Cloudblazer and Overwhelming Splendor. Wow, a Hornet Queen as well. Yeah, we're going to take Hornet Queen. Works really well with Thassa again. And we're going to have to try and shore up our early game. These two would be great as well. Okay, I think we have our late game finished now. Just got to make sure... So we could have had the Veto Exquisite Blood combo in here. Got to make sure we can shore up the early game. We don't really have any 4-power creatures. We're not just taking this as a 2-2, are we? We might pick up some 4-power creatures. I think we need to take some early game creatures. I don't think we want a Tezzeret. We have so many finishers at the moment. We have quite a bit of fixing as it is. And we want to take Botanical Sanctums, blue, white, green. And then we'll play a few off-colour ones for Golos. Don't mind a Fairground Warden. Take a Night Vale Sprite. Fairground Warden's a bit better of a blocker. Yeah, probably going to take this. Could take Turn Timber Symbiosis, but we sort of have our late game figured out. We just want to take early game stuff. Spider's like an okay blocker. Can come back as well. Quite expensive. Judge. Don't really have any +1/+1 counter synergy at the moment. So off colour fixing. Might just take an Essence Capture. Blue's going to be one of our main colours. Maybe we splash blue. Yeah, I could play green, white, splash blue, cut the flip. I'm not sure. We'll work it out, but we'll take Essence Capture at the moment. Loves me a Questing Beast. Could just... Oh, maybe we just got to take a Dryad, though. It allows us to lay additional lands every turn, and we can spend mana as though it was any colour. Love a Questing Beast. But yeah, I think I'm just going to take the more sensible pick here with Dryad. Garruk's Uprising. I don't think we have any synergy with this. The Questing Beast would have been synergy, but not at the moment. Take a Fearless Fletching, maybe. Prison for fixing. Might just take a Ratchet Bomb as like a form of removal. Probably catch some of our own stuff in there as well, but hopefully not. Don't really want to play a Giant Growth. Have we got any red in our mana? We got a Temple. And this is like both of our off colours, which we don't want. Let's take this for the mana basis. Pretty good to have a board wipe. Access to a board wipe. Don't think this is a Sliver Blade deck. Though it's probably not a cat deck. Maybe Platinum Angel? Doesn't really have any synergy in the list. Probably not playing a colourless land in the mana basis. Yeah, let's take a Platinum Angel. Don't know if we'll play it. Don't mind Inscription. Gains us a little bit of life. Our creatures aren't particularly big. But I don't think we need a Dawn of Hope. We have so much late game as it is. Don't mind Woodland Cemetery. It's off colour. Yeah, I think we want that above the charge counter. Don't think we're playing any of these. Like Little Form Engine might be like a late game finisher. I think our aim's going to be to probably splash blue, cut this Essence. Maybe we'll play the Essence Capture since we can play it late game. But we're a little bit all over the place. I like a Rishkar as well. Collected Company's good. Scoot Swarm's good. Luminarch Aspirant's good. This probably is a Scoot Swarm deck. That being said, apart from Elvish Reclaimer, we haven't got any ways to put extra lands into play. And I don't think we want to play Collected Company since we are missing quite a bit of early game. So I think this is a discussion between Luminarch, Aspirant, and Rishkar. Rishkar is going to help us ramp, which is probably why we want it. I'll take a Rishkar. There's loads of cards in that pack we would have loved. So what are we on at the moment? 22 playables. Take a Conclave. We haven't really got much synergy with it. Yeah, I haven't got much synergy. Probably take an Angel. We decided that white's going to be one of our main colours, and it works with Thassa. I said we didn't want any more. Maybe we want some like card draw actually with Life Crafters. How many creatures have we got? Like a really high density of creatures? Yeah, maybe Life Crafters Bestiary is just better here. We haven't got much card draw. We've got Vizier. I guess Cloudblazer. Sort of like Golos. I'm going to take this. Way to like fix our draws as well. So, may just take a Fable Passage. Shaman's going to help us tutor up more creatures, and it's just a 2-drop blocker, maybe what we want. Reclamation Sage, I'd imagine, is going to have plenty of good targets in this format. Think just a Fable Passage, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a Fable Passage and be disciplined with our picks. Make sure we have enough fixing. Okay, could take a Treasure Map. Try and shore up the early game a little bit more as well. This is like ramp in a way as well later on. Garruk's quite good. We are lacking on the 4-drops. We've got quite a few late game finishers. I don't think we're playing Platinum Angel. But maybe. Treasure Map will fix our mana at the same time. Let's take a Treasure Map. Like me, a Elvish Rejuvenator. Another way to ramp. Like I said, we don't have much ramp at the moment. We have like Treasure Map, Rishkar, Dryad. It also works really well with Thassa. We want loads of these good ETB creatures. Obviously, we're not always going to draw Thassa, but we want to prepare for when we do draw her. Is Ajani something we're interested in playing? Probably just a Scattered Groves. Fixes our mana. We've just got a ton of good lands at the moment. Probably just a Cast Out. Can cycle it early if we found our white, or just pretty competent removal spell. Anointed Procession, you say? Resilient Kendra. So I don't think we're playing this. Probably not playing a counterspell for splashing blue. Really don't want to play this Horn Beetle if we don't have to. We have like no good 2-drops. Earthshaker Kendra better in WoW. Okay, yeah. This came back around. We could take an Evolving Wilds, which I would be really happy with, but Luminarch Aspirant's good. Gonna sit out and gain us like value as time goes on. Doesn't work that well with Thassa. Yeah, just take another land. We have some real potential to be activating Golos. We probably want to run quite a few lands as well. Might play a negate. But yeah, draft went okay. Didn't end up with as much ramp as we wanted, but we sort of built around Thassa. Let's have a look at how we want to build this. I don't think we want to play Elvish Reclaimer. Like, it fixes our mana, but it's quite expensive to do so. Ratchet Bottom's going to be really good against tokens. But we want a high density of creatures, so I don't know if we want to cut more creatures. And I kind of like all of our other stuff. Flibble Flip looks a little bit out of place, but with Thassa I think it's good enough. Maybe we just don't need this, because blue that early might be a little bit more difficult to get. And now for the difficult bit, working out our mana. So this is 17 lands. So we'll run like mainly Selesnya, and then play like one island, since we have 3 more and a Fable Passage. And then if we want to activate Golos, we have the potential, if we get Temple and Woodland Cemetery down. Temple's completely... yeah, because we can't play Temple of Deceit as well as Woodland Cemetery, because none of them tap for red. So we want the potential for tap for red. But we can't play just Temple by itself, because we'd also need the black. So we need to play Woodland Cemetery. But we could play Woodland Cemetery or Temple of Deceit. But since one of our base colours is green, we'd probably rather play this. And I don't want to play 2 black sources. Could also play the Inversion as well. Maybe we do want to play Elvish Reclaimer. I mean, Dryad also fixes. Treasure Map kind of fixes. Vizier fixes, and most of our stuff is creatures. Like, I'm not very good with fixing mana bases. Like, maybe you want to play the Elvish Reclaimer just to play it safe, but I really don't want to. Maybe cut Horn Beetle and bring in Elvish Reclaimer. And run it like that, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, if we ever draw another land, this hand's good. We get to go Luminarch Ascension on 2. We've got a bit of interaction, and we've got both of our colours here. And then, yeah, Rishkar and Luminarch Ascension, if our opponent can't interrupt this, is a pretty good combo. And keep this. Or something to ramp into with Hornet Queen as well. But yeah, we do want to curve out a little bit. Okay, it's pretty good. Let's go get green. I guess we'll pass the turn. We'll try hard it. Opponent's playing the Jace avatar, so don't know what they're up to. I mean, we're also playing the Jace avatar. Oh, I forgot to change my lands. Yeah, we're playing with just the recommended Kaladesh lands. We would have loved to Growth Spiral. But yeah, Rishkar comes down next turn, put some counters on some things. And then we should ramp out to Golos. So put a counter on, I guess, Luminarch Ascension. Since we want to ramp, Rishkar's a little bit more valuable. And we'll go hitting. A little bit worried about what our opponent's going to ramp into. Since they're in Simic, they might have an Ugin of their own. We also have 6 mana available to us next turn. So with Golos ramping and then Luminarch Ascension putting a land on this, we could be into Hornet Queen range soon. So yeah, 6 mana. So we only need 5 of it, so we could... This enters tap, doesn't it? Yeah. So we could attack with one of our creatures first. Go to combat, make this a 5/5 attack. Our opponent probably blocks with Solemn. They get to draw an extra card. Is that okay? Think so. I mean, we have to kill this Solemn at some point, don't we? So what land do we want to go get? So we want to go get blue mana, but we also want to fix some of our other mana if possible. Haven't really got blue attached to anything else. Maybe just go get a temple. Gives us a little bit of value at the moment, doesn't it? Yeah, we've got the other green source for Hornet Queen. Fauna Shaman, how do we feel about that? Probably don't need it. And then next turn we can put the Luminarch Ascension counter on Golos if we needed more mana. Which we might do, and then we can play... How much mana would we have then? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can go Hornet Queen plus Treasure Map. Opponent's doing some good value bits. Rishkar and Luminarch Ascension here is really powerful. We'd have loved a Lotus Cobra as well. And if we ever flip this treasure map, we can then start activating Golos. Do we just Overwhelming Splendor? Can we Overwhelming Splendor? Yes, we can. Yeah, I think we just Overwhelming Splendor. This is the first time I've ever cast an Overwhelming Splendor. Opponent's going to tap down Golos. That's okay. Let's put the counter on Golos. And then all of our creatures are threats now. And all of our opponents are not threats. They need a non-creature way of answering this. Meanwhile, we're going to be playing Hornet Queen and Treasure Map. So our opponent can maybe bounce and then plan to counter it. But yeah, if they find a Reclamation Sage, for example, that won't work. I would imagine Overwhelming Splendor is just something that some decks just can't beat. Opponent's going to go digging. Well, no, they're not going to go digging. Overwhelming Splendor cuts that down. And Hornet Queen, not the greatest of Overwhelming Splendor, since the point of the insects is that you can take out much bigger stuff, but... Opponent has 1 card left in hand. So, I kind of like Vizier to get some card advantage. I'm going to tap our mana a little bit better. I don't think we need to play Hornet Queen. Opponent's going to scoop it up there. Probably just a matter of time till we take over. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. It's a little bit slow. We have to go get green, but then all of our mana's fixed. So we're going to be a little bit slow out the gate. But we'll keep. Guess we get to go turn 1, or turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. And then Finale can hopefully later on go grab us something. So many ramp pieces we didn't see. Oh, I forgot to change my lands again. Gotta remember to do that. Yeah, I think Beastry's good. Good form of card advantage. Get some scrying going. Probably just want to play Luminarch Ascension tap land next turn though. Okay, opponent's scared. Might just play Finale, Beastry actually. Our opponent's not putting us under any pressure. Hope our opponent doesn't have an Abrade or something. They probably have some sort of artifact destruction and being in red and green. Like a Reclamation Sage. So opponent's like pretty much just in Gruul. I don't really want to bottom the Overwhelming Splendor. It's not really a now though, is it? We have other bombs. Oh, drawing cards feels so good. We just get to do the same thing next turn as well. If our opponent's got an answer to the Luminarch Ascension, I assume they answer it now. We're not going to block this. Yeah, probably just play Skyclave. Hopefully our opponent gives us a good target for it. That looks like a good target. So glad we got the counter on the Luminarch Ascension. Yeah, Hornet Queen looks really good. We do need to find an extra land though. But once we find the extra land... There's a land. So, what do we want to take now? Chain Whirler, probably just take in the Rudder. Put it on the Skyclave. Since Luminarch Aspirant's already like a pretty big target for our opponent. Take a hit from the Chain Whirler this turn. I doubt our opponent has double Chain Whirler. They're playing Chain Whirler in like a Enclave deck. Maybe they just don't care about playing it on turn 3. So currently 2 lands off of this. We could just do this for 3 to go get a ramp creature. Or we could just hold up our removal this turn. Just looking for lands here. Probably don't need a... Do we need a Ratchet Bomb? No, anything it takes out, it would also take out some of our creatures. Land is great. I feel like I just want to hold up our removal here. Just go attacking for 6. So we could finale for... I guess we could finale for Rishkar. Could do it for 3. We could go get Thassa. Opponent would get a free drop back. And we could exile their Goblin Chain Whirler. And then if we draw land next turn for Hornet Queen, then Thassa with Hornet Queen is pretty strong. Let's go get Thassa. We came here to do some strong things. It feels bad because we put the counter on the Skyclave Apparition last turn. So 4-drop. What else could we get if we wanted? Dryad, Vizier, Trostani, Cloudblazer if we put an extra mana into it. Rishkar would get us to Hornet Queen, but I have faith that we shall draw it. Probably should have attacked with the Skyclave. Yeah, so we'll blink Skyclave. We'll give him the free. And just take the Goblin Chain Whirler. And then each turn we get to just turn an opponent's creature into a vanilla creature. And we have to take the free this turn. But if we find land, we get to play Hornet Queen and then blink Hornet Queen. And blink Hornet Queen every turn. Of course, our opponent could have a removal spell to it. We also can just tap down our opponent's creatures if we wanted to, so we'll have a look at what we draw. Yeah, we'll just take this. Yeah, dig in like exclusively for lands here. Do we just not get cute? Just cast out here. Cast out, have swift response up. Could also Thassa tap down. If we draw land off of this, then we can swift response, but our opponent will get extra combat. But I guess we're going to gain loads of life. Do you know what? We came here to do big things. We're going to do some big things. We're not going to draw. We've got tons of card advantage. But this is what we wanted to do. And we're going to blink this Cloudblazer. Land is great. So let's put a counter. We're going to blink this. Might be blinking the Skyclave, so we'll just put it on the Luminarch. No attacks. Yeah, we'll draw some more cards. And this is what we want to do. This is the strongest thing you've got to be doing in draft, isn't it? Blinking your Cloudblazer. Oh my god, Trostani! Trostani next turn, we keep blinking all of our stuff, just making so many 1/1s. So our opponent gets an extra combat here. I think our opponent did this wrong. I think they have to lay the land after combat. Otherwise the creatures won't be tapped anymore. They'll still be tapped. Or maybe they did it right. Oh no. What's our opponent got? They chose not to go for 7. If our opponent's going to win the game, they're going to win the game here. We should have just cast out this. Oh no! So our opponent gets to kill one of our things here. I guess we still have like Hornet Queen next turn, which is going to just lock it away, I think. Glorybringer are going to kill the Luminarch Aspirant. I feel like if they don't kill the Cloudblazer, they're making a mistake. Not going to block. Are we done blinking the Cloudblazer? Going to blink some Hornet Queen next turn. Just block like this. Opponent gets to kill one of them. Yeah, I think so. Just save our life total. I mean, Cloudblazer is really powerful to blink. Wait, this does give our opponent an extra combat, doesn't it? And the creature's untapped. Could just try. I don't think we're trading here. Well, I guess we could just eat this. I think our opponent made a mistake attacking there. I feel like this is our first mulligan. No green mana for Rishkar. Oh, no green mana again. Gets played Luminarch Aspirant. Will we put like Cloudblazer on bottom? Are we keeping this? I feel like we should mulligan again. We'll keep this. Finale. And Cast Out. I feel like these are going to be quite good. We haven't got blue mana at the moment. But if we get to combo with these... Oh, we don't want more big stuff. Maybe we should have kept the Cast Out just to cycle. An Aspirant's quite a clock. Okay, we can just get to a point where we cast Trostani naturally. Blue land off the top. Blue land off the top. Untapped blue source off the top. No, but that's okay. Okay, so any land off the top gives us Trostani. And Trostani will hold this Odonto's Vanguard at bay. Okay, Caravan. Glorybound. No. Mulligan to 5 on the play. I don't have high hopes anyway, but if we draw blue land, Thassa's good. Get to go Trostani into Thassa. And yeah, we're just going to swift response this, buy ourselves some time. Take 3 more. But yeah, Trostani or Hornet Queen will buy us quite a bit of time. So, taking 6 on the way in. Nine on the way in. So, even if we find land now, it's not good enough. Oh, wait, this is 6 mana to pump, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, even if we find land for Trostani now, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. No. Good game, opponent. So, no green mana in our opening hand, but I think we're going to keep this. We've got a Scry, we're going to cycle cast out probably, and the only thing we can play is Resilient Kendra that requires green. Fairgrounds Warden is pretty good interaction. And we'll Scry on turn 1 looking for that juicy green mana. But yeah, this hand is primed to be pretty powerful. And yeah, if we find green, Trostani as well is going to be good. Golos is going to get us there, yep. Turn 3, probably going to cycle this cast out still. Especially since our opponent isn't putting us under any pressure. We'll pretend we're a control list at the moment. We're just a Zorius opponent. You look like mono green to me. Do we want to hold this cast out? Yeah, probably actually. Like, we need green mana, but we have interaction. And we could cast out something next turn. Could cast out the Garruk's Uprising. Yeah, that's not triggering Garruk's Uprising. Okay, opponent's ramping big time. It's a pretty good one. I'm wondering if we cycle here just to guarantee hitting our land drop. Or like try to guarantee hitting our land drop. So Golos is going to draw us a card when it enters. I think we just want to cycle this cast out. It might be a mistake, but really just want to hit lands. Need to bottom Rishka, no green. Got to be getting close to green mana. Cannot pay, unfortunately. If our opponent tries to go big boy next turn, then at least the Selvala won't trigger. Opponent has 8 mana available to them. It looks like they've done all of their ramp and just struggling to find a payoff now. But I'd imagine they have Nulamog, Ugin. Tons of stuff available. Any land will do. That's not a land. Come on, we've scryed so much. We've drawn so many cards. I think we had 4 lands in our opening hand. Maybe 3. Come on, any land will do. We can discard this Resilient Kendra, probably one of our weaker cards. But yeah, any land for Golos will do. And then we're off to the races there. Come on. Yes. Probably just Golos above Cloudblazer to guarantee we hit our land drops. So yeah, don't get to draw with the Samvala, but I don't think we need card draw at the moment. We just need lands. Yeah, we're going to certainly take action. So what land do we want? Maybe Woodland Cemetery gets us closer to activating Golos. We only need the 1 blue. We just need green as well. Yeah, and we might be off to the races now. Hopefully we're not too slow here. Opponent's gaining some life every turn. They're not activating Key to the City, though. Maybe they've got like an Ugin in hand. That was a reason to keep our cast out. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep all the lands. Trostani this time. Trostani, draw a card. We play Trostani and then Resilient Kendra. Yeah, I don't think we need to draw cards at the moment. We're fine. I think we just need to close the game before this Great Henge takes over. What? I don't know. So attacking for 9. Let's put our opponent back down to their starting life total. They get to gain with the Great Henge. So what can we get with Finale next turn? We've got 5 mana available. Could go get Thassa. So with Finale, 6 mana. I think we want to keep land still. Probably just going and getting something, can't we? So 6 is pretty much anything in the list. Could have played Overwhelming Splendor as well, but we want a Finale. So probably just... yeah, probably just go get a Thassa. Swing with everyone. I doubt the 1 damage will be relevant. I don't want to put Trostani in harm's way. Opponent can't chump block here. So I missed a few land drops, but once we drew our 5th land, the deck was pretty stubborn, but the odds were in our favour. Eventually we had to draw one. So if we want card advantage, we could blink Golos. If we want to go get a land, so we could activate it. But I think we're just going to blink Trostani here. Make 2 more tokens. And yeah, this is some pretty powerful synergy. Opponent's got to have something special. Could draw a load of cards, but we're probably just going to Overwhelming Splendor next turn. I think our opponent just struggled to find some big power Garruk's Uprising cards. Yeah, I think we're just going to Overwhelming Splendor. Opponents, wow, they just drew so many cards. See if they can put up a board state here. Beanstalk. So our opponent might be able to put up like immediate blockers, but I think they're going to struggle to beat the Overwhelming Splendor. I still think lands are good. This gives us Hornet Queen if we want it. Okay, opponent, you got an answer to Overwhelming Splendor? So, attack with all, hold Trostani back. I think it's fine to attack Fairground Wardens now. Opponent's got to, like, yeah, answer our entire board, the Overwhelming Splendor, and then also answer these. Yep. Yeah, let's just blink Trostani again. Just going to go wide since that's our opponent's plan with the Great Henge. Our opponent still gets the trigger. Oh, okay. That's an answer to Overwhelming Splendor.
Let's see if you're worthy. This is nothing.
So probably just Hornet Queen next turn. That should give us plenty of flyers. And if our opponent tries to attack us on the ground, Hornet Queen's pretty good at blocking. Our opponent's getting to do what they want to do. We're getting to do what we want to do. This is what the cube's all about. Does it really matter who wins when you get to do what your deck synergy wants to do? I think it's quite clear Hornet Queen this turn, though. Opponent can't destroy. They get to kill Trostani, but yeah, Hornet Queen is our value here. Trostani was doing a good job at pumping our creatures. Just take a bit of damage here if our opponent attacks. Land would allow us to draw with Hornet Queen, but we have Cloudblazer. So Vivian next turn can kill a Hornet Queen, but I feel that would just be too late. So if we attack with everyone here, opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. 5 blockers, they can't gain any more life. So they'd block, block. So yeah, 3 creatures would get through, wouldn't they? Is that right? I'm not missing anything, am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can block 5 1/1s, for example, and then 3 creatures would get through. So they'd block this, this, and 3 of these. I don't think I'm missing anything here. I hope I'm not missing anything. Take 3. Either way, we get to blink our Hornet Queen next turn, and then our opponent can't really attack back in. Sweet. So this is the ramp hand. We're going to keep this. Hope we draw into something good. If we draw Golos, we could like fix our mana. Got the combo again with Rishka. Got all the mana we could want. Okay, opponent's gonna answer that. Probably makes sense. So, I want to find something big we can do. Opponent's in Esper. Nope. So could play the Fairgrounds Warden, but I don't think we need to. This is the beatdown with our Mana Dorks hand. Peluquino's good target for the Fairground Warden. Golos is good, but let's just take out this Peluquino's before it starts eating our board away. Hoping our opponent doesn't have a board wipe. Could cast Golos. If we cast Golos, we set up to... If we attack with everyone, our opponent 3, 6, 7, 8. They don't have to block. But we put them at quite a low life total. And we can just play Golos next turn, can't we? Sort of just threatening our opponent a bit. Like a Languish here would be really bad. Okay, opponent looks like they have spot removal. I guess they only have single black as well. Opponent's just dead. Sweet. On the play, what do we think of this hand? Probably going to cycle this cast out. Going to keep this. Has all of our colours of mana. And let's just cycle this cast out. And then Finale will go get us probably a like 1 or 2 drop. Yeah, let's just cycle this. Just want to make sure we hit our land drops. Treasure map's quite good. Treasure map's gonna ramp us. Okay, like Azorius control. Or some sort of like control-y list. I guess that's what we want against control. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have the 3 mana or the 5 mana destroy all creatures or destroy all artifacts and enchantments. I think it's Cleansing Nova. Get blown out a little bit if they do. So we can cast that and draw this time. I think we just do that. And we can still scry as well. Doesn't feel like a very overwhelming play, but since our opponent's not pressuring us, I mean, yeah, that was a complete non-threat. Maybe our opponent's got like a Planeswalker or something to play next turn. So Overwhelming Splendor probably not great in this matchup. Gonna scry and end step and flip this treasure map. Yeah, it looks like some sort of controlling list. They're missing double blue. Nice, Cloudblazer. This gives us an opportunity to resolve something now. I'm not sure what we want to resolve. Could resolve a Cloudblazer of our own. I think I'm happy with a Cloudblazer of our own. Yeah, Cloudblazer is good enough. I think we do want to sack a treasure as well, since it's essentially like drawing anyway. Land is good. So, yeah, just play Temple this turn. Don't need a swift response in this matchup, I'd imagine. So, Finale for Thassa would be quite good. Nice. Opponent's got the blink stuff going. Opponent's going to have to go to discard. Don't think we want that. We could make our opponent have a Cleansing Nova by Overwhelming Splendor. Could like Hornet Queen. There's like a ton of stuff we could do here. So we could finale for 7. Which means we have 9 mana available to us. I don't know how we want to handle this. We have 4 mana left after Trostani, which isn't really enough to do anything. Yeah, we could just go get Thassa while our opponents tap down. Or we could just play Hornet Queen. I think I prefer just playing Hornet Queen. It means our opponent sort of has to wipe the board. Our opponent's tapped down now. We kind of want to make them do something. We've got all of our colours. I think we shall decline. Yeah, it makes our opponent do something, and if we go get Thassa, it gets even better now. With Hornet Queen out. If our opponent wants to wipe the board away, that's fine. Plenty of other bits. Could have swore I just scried that to the bottom. Okay. Maybe we don't want to play Overwhelming Splendor out there when we've already got Lifecrafter's Beastry. Could play Ratchet Bomb, Resilient Kendra. Get in there some damage now. We'll keep our Hornet Queen back. We'll just attack with one of these ones. I don't think we want to sack our tokens. I don't know how bad that is for us. Yeah, we lose all our creatures, but we just get all of our lands now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we want to play Vizier now. Since we don't really care about these tokens. Golos is good. Can go get Ulamog. Maybe our opponent doesn't tap down though. Okay, looks like our opponent does tap down. Yeah, we'll keep that. I think just go get Ulamog. Ulamog looks good. So, finale for 10. Is that right? Yeah, looks good. Opponent has to throw away the whole board. They're gonna, I guess they just deck in their upkeep. They drew a lot of cards with Cloudblazer. Not bad. On to the next one. Okay, currently 6 and 2 on the play. So this is the final game of the draft either way. What do we think of this hand? We can't play 2 of our cards. We've got a bit of interaction with Fairgrounds. Scry with Temple. Probably going to mulligan this. We'll keep, but I don't like this hand. Put Hornet Queen on the bottom. Could put Overwhelming Splendor on the bottom, but Hornet Queen can be tutored up with Finale. This hand is not great. Gotta hope for some bits off the top. Blue land for Cloudblazer. Oh. So, don't have high hopes for the final game here, but 6 and 3 is still respectable. See what opponent does. We could tutor up a 1-drop with Finale. I don't think so. Probably just cycling this cast out. Lands are good. Creatures are good. Okay, Esper. I don't know what creature we want to go and get with Finale. I guess we're not getting Finale this turn, so... So, can go get a 2-drop next turn. Could go get like Luminarch Ascension. Feels a little bit underwhelming. Really want to be casting this for like 4. So like 6 mana. Opponent's going to like mill us out. Or gonna die to mill. What's the best 2-drop we could go and get? I don't think we want to go and get a 2-drop. I think we're gonna hope to get there and ramp with Treasure Map. And hope our opponent doesn't mill us with Ashiok too much. Yeah, and hopefully the ramp from Treasure Map will get this finale to a good number. Skyclave would have been good. We don't have double white, but I can't stand dying to mill. Aggro and that I can handle, but mill. Probably not good enough. Land. We're going to be ramping with Treasure Map, and we'll probably draw lands naturally. Yeah, there we go. So could finale for 2 again, but we're going to finale next turn. Hopefully our opponent taps down. Unlikely. So 12 more cards would leave us on 9 when this Ashiok's all said and done. And finale can go to the graveyard, but cannot go to exile. Ulamog's gone. And Vizier. Vizier was something I was going to go get to get some card advantage. Don't think we want that. Opponents like definitely holding up a counter spell, aren't they? Like, can we afford to play around it? Go 5. Yeah, I don't think we can play around. I mean, we'll cast the finale next turn either way. Could Overwhelming Splendid our opponent. Problem is, we're going to sack all these treasures. Yeah, opponent's just eating up. This has not been a fun game. Mulligan, and essentially opponent sat behind a counterspell. I guess finale doesn't even work, does it, before I go do that with Ashiok? Let's get this counterspell out of our opponent's hand. And yeah, I don't know if our opponent activates Ashiok again. Since it shuts down finale. Is it can't search the library? So we can search our graveyard, but obviously Ashiok's exiling our graveyard. But yeah, we're going to be left with 7 cards, 6 after draw step. If our opponent decides to mill. Yeah, I don't know what we got left as well. Hornet Queen's safe on the bottom. We still got like a Thassa, so I guess we could blink Hornet Queen. Cloudblazer's gone, though we didn't need to. Ulamog's gone. Trostani's gone. This Birth was probably the best card our opponent had, holding back the Resilient Kendra. I mean, the Ashot was good as well. Wow, opponent gets to just blink Ashok here. And then start activating it again next turn. Yeah, I don't know how we get out of this. The answer is probably we don't. Can't deal enough damage to our opponent in time before the Ashok kills us. Yeah, I wonder at what point we scoop it up. Thassa's gone. What was that? Thassa. Can't see the other bits. Yeah, we'll probably just scoop it up. Yeah. This doesn't seem winnable. Good game, opponent. Ashiok did some work on turn 3 when our opponent had a blocker as well. So, ended up going 6 and 3. Pretty respectable total. I think we did that last time on the channel with Mono Red. Got to the final game and stumbled, so worked out okay. But yeah, six wins, and this deck was a lot of fun to play. I'm so glad we picked up the Thassa. We had so much synergy with it. And like in the other draft, it turns out that ramp is all you want to do. We didn't even get that many early ramp payoffs. We never really ramped for treasure map, maybe a little bit. The Rishkar and Luminarch Aspirant came in handy in 1 or 2 games. Put counters on all of our creatures, then more of our creatures tap for mana. Lifecrafter's Beastry drew us quite a few cards in one of our games. I think ended up winning us it. The Skyclave and the Fairgrounds Warden really good with Thassa, since Fairground could just target tokens all the time, and Apparition could just change all of our opponents' creatures to vanilla creatures. And yeah, it just seemed really good. Trostani, Cloudblazer was insane with Thassa, but you know it is going to be insane. And Overwhelming Splendor, this is the first time I've cast Overwhelming Splendor, and both times we cast it, well, we cast it 3 times, 2 times it resolved, and it won us the game both times. And the last time our opponent countered it, so unfortunate. Really wasn't a fan of the Elvish Reclaimer. Like, I think you want to be playing this in like Gitrog Monster maybe, where you want to put lands into the graveyard. But yeah, overall the list was really fun. Just rambling now. Finale was pretty good as well. Mana was a little bit iffy, but we had quite a bit of fixing, which was really good. And we were in 3 colours, splashing blue for like 2 cards. So, worked out okay. But yeah, that was the list. I hope you guys enjoyed the games. It was a lot of fun to play, and blinking is really fun. If you guys are staying on the channel or having a look at what's about, we do tons of control lists, tons of standard, and, well, not a little bit of standard, and just tons of general historic. So, and yeah, Cube draft's a thing at the moment, so we're going to be drafting tons of Cube. There's one up on the channel already, and plenty more to come, so stay tuned for that if that's something you want to check out. But yeah, just rambling as normal. Should probably make these endings a little bit more concise, but until next time, stay safe.